So monotonicity is actually very simple. F dash x, basically a function, if it is differentiable, we can talk about increasing and decreasing based on derivative. But what is increasing and decreasing definition is very, very simple. If x1 is greater than x2, implies f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Okay. For all x1 comma x2 which belongs to open interval a to b, then we can say f is an increasing function in the open interval a to b. Okay, you take any two numbers with an interval. If one number is greater than this, image of this is greater than this, then we can say on this interval the function is increasing. Okay. Let us say when x1 is greater than x2, but f of x1 is less than f of x2 for every x1, x2 in open interval a to b, then we can say f is a decreasing function. That is actually the definition. Okay. But with this definition, it is possible to prove that f dash x is greater than 0 for increasing function and f dash x is less than 0 for decreasing function. That's how we generally do. That is for functions which are differentiable. What if they are not differentiable? For example, you take a function like this. You can see always the values are going up. It is an increasing function. Or you can have a discontinuity. For example, this is open and this is closed. You can see this is an increasing function, but at many points it's not continuous, at many points it's not differentiable, but that is not an issue for monotonicity. Okay. But if the function is differentiable, its derivative has to be greater than 0 for increasing function, derivative less than 0 for decreasing function. All right. All right. Now, what is local maxima and local minima? Let us take a curve like this, another one like this. Okay. At all these points, this is a local maximum. This is a local maximum. This is a local maximum. This is also a local maximum. What is local maximum means? You find the values of the function in the neighborhood of that. Just after that, you find the values of the function. Just before that, you find values of the function. This value should be greater than all of them. Okay, in that neighborhood. Similarly, here you can see this is the highest point. Values for just after that, values just before that. Here or here. All these are local maximum. But here the function is not differentiable. Here the function is not even continuous. Here also the function is not even continuous. So here I cannot talk about f dash x, but here I can say f dash x is 0 and f double dash x is less than 0. Why f double dash x is less than 0? You can see at all these points the slope of the tangent is negative, and at all these points the slope of the tangent is positive. Sorry, here positive, here negative, because you can see the slope is, the function is increasing. If a function is increasing, what is the slope will be? Positive. Here a function decreasing means the slope is negative. What about f dash x value? Here it is positive, here it is negative. So the f dash x value is increased or decreased? F dash x is positive here and negative here. So while going from here to here, f dash x increased or decreased? Decreased. Because f dash x decreased, f double dash x should be what? Negative. Right? If something is decreasing, its derivative should be negative. F is not decreasing. F dash x is decreasing, because of that f double dash x is negative. Okay. So that's how we will know whether it is local maxima or local minima. Both at local maxima and local minima of continuous and differential functions, derivative is 0. Where second derivative is negative, it is local maximum. And if a curve is like this, there also f dash x is 0, but f double dash x is also greater than 0. So where first derivative is 0 and second derivative is positive, that is local minimum. Why? Here the derivative is negative because decreasing, and here derivative is positive, increasing. The derivative value increased from negative to positive. Because it increased from negative to positive, the second derivative is positive. F dash x increased, because of that the f double dash x is positive. Okay. So that's how we do it, but that's only for functions which are continuous and differentiable. But there are other places where local maxima, local minima. So the basic definition is At x equal to a, if you wanted to say the function attains local maximum, okay, at x equal to a, if you want to say the function attains local maximum, basically it should happen that for x belongs to a minus delta to a plus delta, in the neighborhood of a, f of a should be greater than f of x. Okay, the value at a should be greater than rest of the values of the function in that neighborhood. Then we say at a it attains local maximum. If it is less than or equal to f of x, that is, this is the lowest value compared to any other value in the neighborhood, then we say it is local minimum. This is the actual definition. But while doing for the questions, we actually do like this. But when questions come this sort or this sort or this sort, you have to draw the graph based on the definition to understand whether local maximum or local minimum. Okay, these all theories, not very difficult, very simple theory, but through the questions we'll understand better. So if anybody has not finished application of derivatives fully, both 2019 and 2020 questions, you can complete by tomorrow, and you can ask me in tomorrow morning class also. Don't extend further. Today evening I'll be discussing some doubts anyway. Okay. As usual, we'll do multiples of 3. F of x is equal to x cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. X cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Whether a function is increasing on the 1 function and all is asking. Okay. Let us find f dash x, which is 3x square plus 2bx plus 6. It's a quadratic expression. Is it always positive? I need to check. What is discriminant for this? B square minus 4 is 2b whole square minus 4 into 3 into c. 4 common, it is b square minus 3c. But b square minus 3c is less than or equal to 0. If discriminant is less than or equal to 0 and leading coefficient is positive, I can say f dash x is actually greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. We studied in quadratic expressions that whenever leading coefficient is positive and roots are complex, it is always positive. And if leading coefficient is negative and roots are complex, it is always negative. Okay, so based on that concept, discriminant is less than or equal to 0. If it is less than 0, roots are complex, it is equal to 0, perfect square, but leading coefficient is positive. Okay, so it is always positive or greater than or equal to 0. Derivative is greater than, derivative is a quadratic expression which is greater than or equal to 0. If derivative is positive, it is strictly increasing function. So f of x is a strictly increasing function. If something is strictly increasing, means it is basically from minus infinity to plus infinity, it is some increasing function. Some increasing function. We studied in functions chapter a few weeks back that if something is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing and it is a continuous function, okay, it will be 1, 1. Why? If something is increasing and then decreases, then it is not 1, 1 because for two different x values it can have same y value. If something decreases and increases, it attains same value twice at least. Okay. If something is only increasing or only decreasing, it doesn't attain the same value one more time. So it is 1, 1. We discussed the same theory there. And we've done quite a few questions there using calculus. I said in 1, 1 functions, some questions we do one way, some questions you have to do by calculus. Like if you remember, we came across a question something like x cube plus 5x plus 7. We found derivative and 3x square plus 5 is always positive and then say it is increasing function. So it is 1. Okay. So if anything is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing, it is 1, 1. Okay. So that is given indirectly based on b square minus 3c less than 0. Okay. So here three concepts are there. You have to know this concept in quadratic equations. Second, you have to know it is strictly increasing function, and you have to know that a strictly increasing function is 1, 1 in functions chapter. JEE Mains application last date is extended till
23.
23. Okay. Till January 23rd. Okay. If somebody has not applied for JEE Mains, still you have an opportunity to apply. Earlier, what was the last date? Yesterday. 18. No? 17. Okay. So earlier, last date was till yesterday or something, today or something, but they extended up to 23rd, another 1 week. All right. Okay. F of x is equal to mod x log x, where x is greater than 0. They wanted when it is monotonically decreasing. Okay. Quiet, please. Okay. Actually, I can take f of x equal to x log x itself and then understand and then see about mod, or I can take x log x when minus x log x for x belongs to 0 to 1 plus x log x for x belongs to 1 to infinity. Okay. Why? We know log 1 is 0. After 1, log x is positive, and before 1, between 0 to 1, log x is negative. Because it is negative, between 0 to 1, I have to write this. Okay. What is f dash x? Okay, at least for x greater than 1, let me find it. For x greater than 1, when I find f dash x, x into derivative of log x is 1 by x. Log x into derivative of x is 1, which is 1 plus log. Okay, if we take 1 plus log x, let me write f dash x together, then f dash x. So when x is less than 1, I can write f dash x is nothing but a minus of 1 plus log. Okay, but if I want to understand this alone, that means without mod I can understand first, and then with mod I can understand, or either way it's okay. 1 plus log x, only for this, what is the sign change? Let us see. Where it is 0, when log x is minus 1, when x is e power minus 1, which is 1 by e. So at 1 by e it is 0, after 1 by e it is positive, and before 1 by e it is negative. If we take only x log x without mod, let us see what is the graph. You may not need the full graph, I am just drawing for a better understanding. Otherwise, these two are sufficient to tell the sign changes. For example, for this, after 1 by e it is negative. Before 1 by e it is positive because of this. Okay. So I can combine these two and say 1 by e you take, 1 you take. Anyway, this is after 1 only. I don't need the sign for this. Because after 1 it is always positive. This is only up to 1. After 1 it is not even defined because for x less than 1. Between 1 by e to 1 it is negative and it is positive. So when it is increasing and before 0, function is not even defined. So combining these two together, the sign of f dash x between 0 to 1 by e it is positive, 1 by e to 1 negative, and after 1 it is positive. It is decreasing only between 1 by e to 1. Okay, you can say closed or open, that is not a big issue. So f is decreasing in 1 by e to 1. You can write closed or open, not a problem. Okay, that is sufficient. We may not need the graph, but if somebody wants to the graph of y equal to x log x, at 0, it is 0 into infinity. So I have to write x as 1 by t, log t by t, it will become 0. Okay. Okay, y equal to x log x, this is a graph. At 0, the limit is 0. At 1, it is 0. Between 0 to 1, it is negative. After 1, it is positive. And up to 1 by a decreasing, from here to here, all increasing further. But when you take mod for this, it will come like this. Again, this is 1 by e, this is 0, this is 1. You can see between 0 to 1 by e, it is increasing. 1 by e to 1, it is decreasing, and after 1, it is increasing. All right? You can do it. Is everybody clear about this? Okay, ninth question. F of x equal to x by square root of a square plus x square minus d minus x by square root of b square plus d minus x whole square. Actually, you can write x by square root of a square plus x square. I can write plus, give this here and write x minus d by root over b square plus x minus d whole square. We can use calculus, or even without calculus also we can tell how it is decreasing or increasing. How is that? You take x by root over a square plus x square. I want to bring this x down inside the root. So I can write it as a square by x square plus 1. Is it okay? I brought this x down. I want to prove only this one as increasing function. Okay. I brought this x down, put inside the root, divided x square, this. Now you tell me, when x increases, what happens to 1 by x square? Decreases. Plus 1 decreases. Root of that also decreases. So you can see as x increasing, this is decreasing. The whole denominator is decreasing. 1 by that will be, that's it. It is increasing function. And there is no difference between these two. In the place of x, we write x minus d, that's all. When x minus d is increasing, you can see the whole thing decreases and reciprocal of that increases. So this is increasing, this is increasing. That sum is increasing. Okay. Of course, I could write this only when x is positive. When x is negative also, I can understand the increasing function, but when I take inside, I have to put a minus outside. Okay. And then see among the negative numbers what is happening, it can be observed. Okay. So that is without calculus itself. But if somebody want to use calculus, you simply differentiate. Let us see what is f dash x. This separate, you can do u by v rule. Root a square plus x square into derivative x is 1 minus x into derivative of this is 1 by 2 root a square plus x square into derivative of the inner part is 2x by root a square plus x square whole square. Okay, 2 and 2 will cancel. Bring this one here. You will get a square plus x square minus x square by root a square plus x square into a square plus x square. You can see x square will get cancelled. You got a square by a square plus x square whole power 3 by 2 for the first part. You can see it is always positive. You want to do for the second part, quite similar. Root over b square plus x minus d whole square into derivative of this is 1. X minus d into derivative of this is 1 by 2 root b square plus x minus d whole square into 2 times x minus d. 2 and 2 will cancel. By b square plus x minus d whole square under root and whole square. Okay. This part also, when I simplify, root and root will go. I'll get b square plus x minus d whole square minus x minus d whole square by b square plus x minus d whole square whole power 3 by 2. This and this will cancel. This is a positive, this is also positive. So b square by b square plus x minus d whole square whole power. This is a positive, this is a positive, so the sum is positive. It is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. Okay, simply find derivative even though it looks big, each one separately, you will find it's coming positive. It is an increasing form. Another way to look at the same question is, if you take x equal to a tan theta, where theta is between minus 90 to 90, and theta is between minus 90 to 90, you will cover all the real numbers. And substitute a tan theta here, a tan theta here, a will get cancelled, we will get tan by secant, which is sin theta. And sin theta between minus 90 to 90, increasing or decreasing? Sin theta between minus 90 to 90, increasing. I can give you another way to visualize this. Look at this figure. This length A is fixed. Okay. This length X, I'm increasing this height. Okay. I'm increasing X value. And this is root A square plus X square. When I'm increasing this, this is also increasing. But this by this is nothing but this angle, sine of this. Am I increasing this height? Is this angle increasing? A is fixed. I'm increasing X. Will the theta increases? Yes. If theta increases, will the sine theta will increase? Yes. And that is only X by root A square plus X. Right? So we can visualize as this is going up, this by this is sine of this angle, and that is increasing. All right, ninth one. Okay, 12th one. They said already f double dash x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to open interval 0 to 2. Now phi of x, which is f of x plus f of 2 minus x. They're asking whether increasing or decreasing. Okay. F double dash x is greater than 0 means f dash x is an increasing function. Now let us see the derivative of this. Phi dash x, which is f dash x minus f dash 2 minus x. Okay, now whether this is greater than this or this is greater than this, we have to identify. Okay, so now let us take two cases. X belongs to 0 to 1 implies 2 minus x belongs to 1 to 2. Okay. So whenever x is between 0 to 1, this is between 0 to 1, this is between 1 to 2. But they said f dash x is increasing. If something is increasing between 1 to 2, it will have more value than between 0 to 1. So I can say f dash 2 minus x is greater than f dash x because this is between 1 to 2 and this is between 0 to 1 because f dash is increasing function, greater is the value, greater is the function value. Because this is greater than this, f dash x minus f dash x will be negative. This implies f dash x minus f dash 2 minus x is less than 0, which is phi dash x is less than 0. Okay. So it implies phi is a decreasing function. Okay. When you take x between 1 to 2, one may say, why are you taking 1 first of all? That is when these are equal is when x is 1. When x is between 1 to 2, 2 minus x is between 0 to 1. Then at that time, f dash 2 minus x or f dash x is greater than f dash 2 minus x because this is between 1 to 2, this is between 0 to 1. Because of that, f dash x minus f dash 2 minus x is greater than 0. That is phi dash x is greater than 0. So Phi of x is an increasing function. Okay. So to know whether phi is increasing or decreasing, you have to know about f dash and carefully analyze whether this is greater or this is greater. Is it all it? Any doubt, any part? Fine. Okay, next we have to do 15. F of x is equal to a log mod x plus bx cube plus x square. They're asking some other details about this, and they said -1 and 1 are the critical points. Okay. Now, -1 and 1 are critical point means the point where derivative is 0. Okay. Let us find f dash x. Log mod x derivative is directly 1 by x I am writing, not 1 by mod x. Log mod x derivative is 1 by mod x and derivative of mod x is mod x by x. I can cancel and then I'll get 1 by x. Or directly I can write. Another way to do this is, what is the integral of 1 by x? Formulas, in integration formulas, what is the integral of 1 by x? Log mod x, right? Okay. So log mod x derivative is 1 by x. For this, if this is integral, for this should be derivative, right? Plus 3bx square plus 2x. Okay. Now critical points they said, so the points where derivative is 0. So f dash -1 is 0 and f dash 1 is also 0. Okay. From this you will get minus a plus 3b minus 2 equal to 0. And from this you will get a plus 3b plus 2 is 0. When you add these two, you will get b equal to 0. And when you subtract these two, you will get a plus 2 equal to 0. Okay, that is a equal to -2. When you put it back, you will get f of x is equal to minus 2 log mod x, b is not there, plus x square. Okay, this is an even function first of all. So they're asking both 1 and minus 1 are the local minima or local maxima. Now let us find f dash x once again. It is minus 2 by x plus 2x. When I take minus 2 common, by x also common, I'll get x square minus 1. So when I take number line, three things minus 1, 0, 1. After 1, it is negative, positive, negative, positive. Okay. You can see at minus 1, derivative is 0, but up to there, the function is increasing because derivative is positive and then derivative is negative. Wherever the derivative sign changes from plus to minus, it is local maximum, means because the function is increasing and then decreasing. Wherever derivative sign changes from minus to plus, it is local minima there because decreased and then increased. And again, derivative sign is changing from plus to minus is local maximum. So at x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 1, f attains local maximum. At 0, the function is not even defined, so we don't have to talk about it. As a discontinuous function at 0. Okay, so they said local minima, but we got local maximum. So option A is wrong. If I take minus 2 common, 1 minus x square. Thank you. Sorry. If I don't take minus, it will come as it is like this. Then this is plus, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus. Then it is local minima only because derivative sign is changing from minus to plus. Okay. Earlier I wrote one minus. Please remove that. And then the sign change, please correct it. And it is local minima now. So that is correct. Option A is right. Then we don't have to worry about other options. I think 13 and 19 are same questions. They're given different years. Almost similar at least. All right, everyone. Okay, 18. F of x is equal to x e power minus x. So f dash x, you can use x into derivative of this is minus e power minus x. E power minus x into derivative of this is 1. If I take e power minus x common, I'll get 1 minus x. After 1, it is negative. Before that, it is positive. E power minus x is always positive. Everything depends on this. So what can we say now? That at x equal to 1, it attains local maximum. Right. Wherever derivative sign changes from plus to minus means the function increasing and then decrease, increasing and then decrease. At one it attains local maximum. I think the graph of this function will actually come like this. Why? When x is negative, this is always negative because this is positive, this is negative, whole thing is negative. When x is positive, everything is positive because this is positive, this is positive. At 0, it is 0. At infinity, also the limit of this is 0. Here 0, here 0. In between increases and then touching x-axis at 0, at infinity. So it has a local maximum at 1. That's the graph of the function. Okay. So monotonicity is a very easy topic. Just find derivative and positive or negative, observe that. Maximum, minimum also. And tomorrow we'll do more questions. Okay. All right. Today evening, I'll try to clarify your doubts. Okay. Thank you.